Stand up and take a bow. You've got the most out-of-tune voice I've ever heard in my life. I love it.
I was on tour and someone said, "Oh, you've been making love to a girl under the piano on stage during the guitar solo." I said, "What's all that about?" They failed to mention it was 25 years ago. I mean, this was at Malvern Winter Gardens. I was all in favour of extended guitar solos in that time because it gave you a chance to get back in the dressing room and have some fun. But on this occasion, we had some fun on the stage because they had a grand piano with a cover over it that they refused to move. And so we put some amps on it, and it was just an interesting place to have some fun.
We've done some strange things, you know, because of things that have happened. You know, Richie in the 70s, early 70s sometime, caught a massive bout of hepatitis and was turned yellow in front of our eyes, sitting in an airport, Flint, Michigan it was. We were sitting there and, you know, "Are you okay, Blackers?" You know, I said, "I don't know, I feel a bit strange." So, "Well, you're turning yellow." And he, as we sat watching him, so he collapsed at that and was hurried off to hospital. Huge amount of hepatitis, whatever it was, all over him.
And when Ian got it, this thing's dogging us. We can't seem to tour the States without someone going down. And it was one of those things where we didn't want to not do the gig. And we announced that, if you wanted the money back, you could have your money back, but the four of us were going to do it.
So we played the show. And half of it I played as instrumentals, and the other bits that Roger couldn't sing, because Roger can't sing. He has this sort of, sorry, Rog, that's so mean. Actually, he can sing.
It's nice to be able to say that I once sang lead vocals for Deep Purple. I'm sure it wasn't very good. And I'm glad it wasn't bootlegged, as far as I know.
It was either Texas or Oklahoma. One of those two places. And it was just some guy having a wonderful time. I was in the middle of the drum solo, and he must have thought it... Well, I hope he was having a wonderful time. But he was a bit of a yeehaw, and he sort of stood up in the audience, started looking around, and after a while he went... with this rather large handgun. We just heard the noise. I mean, we didn't really know what it was, but, it didn't sound good. Anyway, at the end of the show, we looked above my head, and about 15 foot above my head, there was this huge bullet hole directly. If that little hand had been a little bit further down, Yeehaw would have got 180.
In El Paso, I was the target of an assassination attempt. Some Mexican guy thought I'd sold his sister bad heroin, and she died. And this guy was apparently going around the southwest of America, and he looked a bit like me, and he called himself me, and he told people he was me. And so this guy had a vendetta out for me, and they stopped him going in with a gun. And otherwise I wouldn't be sitting here telling you this, I guess.
Some of the stories just remain in the mind. I mean, I did, yes. Quite frequently used to rip my telephone out of the wall, put it in the lift with a note saying, "This phone doesn't appear to be working. Can you send up another one, please?" And we were, you know, I mean, I guess we fitted the image. Everyone was trying to throw as much furniture out of their windows as they could at the time. And, yeah, TVs, wardrobes, the lot. I used to room with Richie, believe it or not. In the early days, we used to room together. And we had some pretty wild times.